Friday morning live at WZBG 821, and we're having a conversation with Tricia Poirier. She's the Give Local coordinator because we're getting all geared up for Give Local, Greater Waterbury and the Litchfield Hills for next month. Tricia, good morning. Thanks for joining us on the show.
Good morning, Dale. Thanks for having me.
So this is the time of the year, and seeing as how Give Local, the actual event, doesn't take place until next month. But what we need to do right now is let our local nonprofit organizations, not-for-profits, know that this is how they can get in on what's been a spectacularly successful fundraising method. Let's talk about how Give Local works.
Yes, absolutely. So Give Local is the 36-hour online fundraising event that the Connecticut Community Foundation hosts for our nonprofit community. So on April 20th and 21st, for those 36 hours, we expect that thousands of donors will come to one website, which is givelocalccf.org, and make contributions to the various participating nonprofit organizations. So it's really exciting. We have a lot of great incentives for donors to get involved and to join the fund.
So the not-for-profits, there's several different ways in which they can augment their earnings during this event. Let's talk about some of the ways in which we kind of goose things up a little bit and really make it pay off for some not-for-profits.
Yeah, absolutely. I think one of the most exciting things about the campaign is that we have both cash prizes that nonprofits are competing for throughout the 36 hours. And we also have bonus funds. So all of the donations that come through the site on those 2 days are actually boosted with a percentage of money that the foundation is raising for the event. So last year, on average, nonprofits saw about 8% added to every dollar that came in. And we know that the nonprofits really need those dollars these days.
For the not-for-profits, is there any cost for them to participate?
Nope, there is no cost. The Community Foundation puts this on as a benefit to the nonprofit community. So there's no cost to participate, and you really can't lose. This is a really effective way to fundraise, and we know that a lot of nonprofits are struggling these days with the COVID restrictions in particular. A lot of the annual fundraising events are canceled or changed drastically, and funding sources really are difficult these days. This is a great opportunity for nonprofits to really boost their bottom line.
For the nonprofits who'd be like to be part of this, and again, if you're just joining us, Tricia Poirier is the Give Local coordinator. We're talking about Give Local for Greater Waterbury and the Litchfield Hills. The Connecticut Community Foundation is a big booster of this organization for it. The website is givelocalccf.org. That's givelocalccf.org. Let's talk about what kind of not-for-profits, what kind of criteria we need for a not-for-profit to be eligible to take part.
Sure, yeah. So we do ask that nonprofits be registered with the IRS and be in good standing as 501c3 organizations. We also ask that all of the organizations be registered with the state of Connecticut, and that's to do charitable fundraising in the state. And again, if people have questions about that, a lot of folks don't know what that is. I'm happy to talk with folks about that. And the campaign itself is open to organizations that are based in the Connecticut Community Foundation service area, and we service 21 towns in Greater Waterbury and some of the Litchfield Hills towns. And we do have a process. I know that some organizations in your listening area, Dale, are not from those 21 towns. We do have a process for which we review organizations that fall just outside of our service area to make sure that they're valid.
Give Local of Greater Waterbury and the Litchfield Hills takes place over 36 hours, April 20th and 21st. It's a 36-hour online fundraising campaign hosted by Connecticut Community Foundation for local nonprofits. We're talking this morning with Tricia Poirier, who's the local coordinator for Give Local. And this is the time in which they want those not-for-profits to get on board and be part of the fundraising event coming up next month. What kind of deadline are we working with here for the not-for-profits to get on board, Tricia?
So we do have a few more weeks. Registration will be open until April 7th, so there's plenty of time to still get involved. We do encourage folks to do that as early as possible, to take advantage of some of the resources and learning opportunities that we host for organizations. We try to make it as easy as possible. We know that it can be a little bit intimidating, especially for the newer organizations coming on board. We do have trainings and lots of resources on the Give Local website.
And I imagine a lot of other, these organizations talk to each other, and they've all been talking about the incredible success of this. And what makes it so, several things. It seems to be just a really good business model to do this, because people can do it on their screen and through their independent social media and their own websites and their own cheerleaders and boosters.
Yep.
They've got their own little sideshow going on while we watch the main event, and that really helps to feed the need as we go along, doesn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. It really is, I think, infectious. The excitement just kind of builds and builds.
Right.
And it's so great that, I have a hard time tearing myself away from the leaderboard and watching it go up and up and up. And it's been just amazing seeing this event grow year after year. Every year it seems to get a little bit better, a little bit bigger and exciting.
Right, and over $9 million raised so far since 2013. And it's just going to keep on going up year over year. So some good news. Some final contact information, Tricia. Tricia Poirier is Give Local coordinator for those organizations that are saying, hey, I want to get on board. What's the best way for them to do it?
Yep, so all of the information is at that website. If folks go to www.givelocalccf.org, they can follow the prompts for nonprofit registration. They can also send us an email. The email address is givelocal@concf.org, or to feel free to call the Community Foundation. And that number is 203-753-1315.
Well, given this pandemic year, I can't imagine an organization that couldn't benefit from this. Tricia, we appreciate your time this morning.
Great. Thank you, Dale.
Looking for another successful year. Thanks so much. We'll talk again.
Thanks, Dale. Take care.
Bye-bye. Tricia Poirier is the Give Local coordinator. We're talking about Give Local, the public event. The actual fundraising event takes place April 20th and 21st. This is when we're encouraging local nonprofits to register and be part of the event for next month. Again, the easiest way, givelocalccf.org.